God, is there mongoose Max or I? Is like, oh, my face mask. Turn the fan off. Turn the fan off. The audio. And they're paying me enough to do this.
I spilled some there. Hey, good morning. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Hawaii. Welcome to Hawaii. That way, get your test. Wear your mask over the nose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. This is newspaper, where we go over the morning newspaper. And I get to drink coffee in front of a camera and try to think of stupid things to say about what people say, and especially like the politicians. We'll go letters to the editor as quick as can, because I'm gonna try to be short this day. Unforeseen stuff came up, and I gotta be chauffeur. That coffee just feels like it's not hot now. Okay, today's headline is visitors won't get a pass. This is November 20, 2020. November 20, 2020. Friday. Visitors won't get a pass. You shall not pass. Okay, Gandalf. Okay, so the count for yesterday is 71. This is only for Oahu. 71 people got the kind up the nose, and 27%. And new cases statewide 107. Hey, it ain't looking good. We were at tier 4. I didn't know we were at tier 4. That's the least restrictions, and now it's gonna be like not just like 4 to 3. It could go 2. They're like, 1 is nearly like, it's like above lockdown. It's 1. And 2 they didn't like so much because you can't have gathering of more than 5 people or something. So no team sports. There's these team sport things. And go play soccer in the park. No can. One team has 5 people. Oh, that's 5 people. But the other team got 5 people. So 2 5s, like 10. That's 2 times. No can. So a lot of times they did. And blah blah. Think about Becky. Becky got a news job. Shout out. I was just playing with Play-Doh, and I'm like, it kind of looks like a nose. I didn't know what I was trying to build, but and then once I damn it, once that gets started, I'm looking on the internet, and I find out some history thing. The cult of the skull, from 8,800 BC to 6,500 BC, which is the Neolithic pre-pottery era, late and early. And apparently when they, when they had their dead, they're kind of like Stone Age, but kind of advanced Stone Age. But when they had their dead, they would kind of bury them in their house, even under, like, you might say, the floor of where they live. It's like sleeping on top of your dead ancestors. And then they would, in a lot of cases, they were starting to, like, they'd dig up the dead and take the skull. I don't know, they're trying to figure out, we're not sure why. Perhaps the person was good looking, because they said something about the look of the skull. And sometimes they might have been significant, like, Gandalf. I mean, if you were living on top of Gandalf's bones, wouldn't you dig up Gandalf's skull? Skull and bones. Anyways, they did that for quite a while until they started getting into agriculture. History for you. There, you saved yourself a half hour or an hour looking at this history thing. Visit. You were going to look at that anyways. Save yourself a whole hour Okay, so this one, let's see. Visitors won't get David Ige. He's wax on, wax off. He looks like that. Ige announced Thursday that Trans-Pacific travelers, as in travel, to Hawaii who can't present evidence of a negative COVID-19 test upon arrival in the islands won't be able to bypass the 14-day quarantine once their test results are achieved. Okay, so this is what this means. On Kauai, or some places, like, I think it was Kauai. Yeah, Kauai. When visitors came in, you know, you take the test, and then hey, I bypassed the quarantine. They get to stand in the long Disneyland line of quarantine. Well, when they came here, they got tested, but they didn't have the results. And then they got on the plane, and then they got here, and they're like, where's the results? Well, I don't have any. They're not done yet. They should be done yet. Check the website. Well, they didn't have results. So they're like, what do we do now? And then the people that didn't have the results got results, and they were like positive. They got the virus, and they're like, what do we do now? Now. What do we do now? So this is where that comes from. Or that is where this, whatever. That's why. So what happens is, if you try to do that, because it's like, you know, people aren't innocent babes. They're not like little angels. La 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 la. Hi there. Hi there. You see people in line, you know, even like Disneyland, long line. They have their little mothers with the kids. They'll throw their baby at you. Oh! You catch their baby and they cut in line and pick your pocket. And people are like that, man. There's, well, not everybody, but there's always that element in the crowd. And so when they got the kind this going on, at least 44 travelers who pre-travel test before departure got a positive test of 44 people. Like, well, I got on the plane. Isn't that enough? And then the positive result comes in delay. So that's where that comes from. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Trying to be drama queen about this shit. Yeah. She can sing Thanksgiving food donations. 14-year battle over drama queen. Oh yeah, we got Shakespeare Sunday coming up. Be looking for. I think it's Henry VIII. Henry VIII. Get a big chicken bone. I want to divorce you. No. The church says no. You're not supposed to divorce. It's not supposed to. Hey, cut your head off. Chopping block with that. Does it? I don't even know. Why is it? Yeah. Then it was just like you couldn't get a son. For their head. You bear me no child. You are worthless wench. Like Henry VIII. Oh my god. It's kind of like he used to be a cool guy, and then he got some type of accident, and then he was like jousting, and he was like, that's what his life was in. I don't want to bleep out on time. Okay, let's get going on with this. Wine Grove, racist, friendly protest. Back in the day, we're gonna skip it. The tear down building. Trump targets Michigan and vote, fight, vote. Dude, Pennsylvania comes in. No. Slam hand down. It's like, okay, we count it all over. Georgia, count it all over. No. He's over in Michigan going, hey, he sent Georgia the message, the governor. They're still counting. And it doesn't look good for, you know, the Trumpy Bear camp. And it doesn't look good, so he tells the governor of Georgia, well, it's time to get tough. Whatever that means. You know what that means? What does that mean?
Trooper reporting for duty. I need a weapon. Leader 1. I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
Concede. Concede. Sound like a robot. So, now I'm sorry. Museums are closed again due to coronavirus. So, you know, all those places, he's trying to tell the governor to, what? Fudge the results, right? Because the governor was GOP.
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
I know, count your votes. I feel lucky. Time to get tough and tell everybody else. Even if you got the Michigan votes, which were probably like 11, lost anyway. Dumbass. Okay, what else is going on? There's something else, I forgot what it was. Well, I guess it is. And this we're gonna see it on.
Trooper standing by.
Yeah, I'll just read the daily queue. We're in a rush. Should a Wahoo ban on plastic utensils start in January or be delayed as some restaurants want? It's cut 3 ways. Yes, no, maybe so. Plastic utensils. Oh boy. Our inquiring minds want to know. Major damage leads to telescope's closure. What the heck was it that I wanted to look for? I don't know. There was something there. There's something I wanted to mention. What the heck was it? Now I'm like in a time warp. I skipped over it and then I kind of like trying to skip back. Cosmic nuts, radiation poses threat to astronauts bound for Mars. Oh yeah, cosmic radiation poses threats to astronauts bears to Mars. Well, guess what? Astronauts, guess what? When you go between like Earth and you go to Mars, there's like a asteroid belt or something, and there's also this Kuiper belt. It's a giant space of radiation, so you can't, like, you have to go through a radiation belt. So, I don't know, maybe you cook like a microwave or you just get nuked, you know, and you come out of there, all your cells are mutated. Oh, which has the dose of radiation, it'll just be like 10,000 x-rays to your chest and head and groin for 14 hours. Alright, let's just do this for a minute. Whatever it was, I forgot. I think it wasn't important. This is, I am never going back. I'm going back to teaching kids on Zoom. This is easier, it pays more. Herding cats, I think, is the... It's not even worth posting, so if you missed the cartoon, forget it. Zoom, herding cats is easier than Zoom, and then they made it put up a cartoon. It's not even, it's like, you have to think it's not funny. That's why this channel says, I strive for that. Well, I think, ew, excuse me. Rail project ineptitude means Middle Street end. Mayor Kirk Caldwell's recent disclosure and increased cost and delays reflects further chaos in the rail project. Cite article November 18th. The extended timeline and exponential expense are exasperating. He's got the E words going on. Exponential expense and exasperating. You win something. I don't know what it is. It's not for me though. The federal funding projected for completion to Ala Moana Center is insignificant compared to the Hawaii economic crippled by the COVID-19 pandemic. The financial projection prompts a question: can we rely on ridership to ever sustain operational costs? If you were looking at ridership to sustain operational costs, I don't think that's a theory. That's not like a for-profit thing. This ineptitude is unacceptable. End rail at Middle Street Transit Center, CC. Some are proponents of that. They want to end it because their little taxes are going up and everything. Focus. What the heck was I gonna do? It's like bugging me now. Pola's Fisher's message to all downsides of distant dating. He's trying to use to promote masks. Okay, let's get this going on. So many letters about wearing masks. I heard Lieutenant Governor say something about 3 months ago that I think answers the situation. I think talking about people who don't wear masks, he said, if you don't like wearing a mask, try wearing a ventilator. You're so funny. Our new state motto, made into science, displayed everywhere. Brianna Williams, Kahala. I can think of better chops than that. Alright, candidate information should come with ballot. And then no one would vote. Trump should work to heal divided country. Trump should work to heal divided country. Well, you know, ain't that gonna happen. He's thinking about starting a war. He's just got a couple months. He's tearing down all the regulations so the oil businesses can go drilling in Alaska and Montana. Go drill, my oil company, big oil friends. And by the way, I think I'll start a war. I'll do anything. He's literally caught saying, I'm doing it to screw up with revenge on the Democrats. I'll just make it the toughest thing. Oh my God. The downsides of distance learning. Online school sucks. It's written. Many students during the pandemic struggle because distance learning comes with many hardships. Yeah, you can't tell if they're wearing anything down below. Although it is safer and it has its benefits, I find myself and others suffering because of the many disadvantages. It becomes more difficult to stay engaged and keep up with the growing number of assignments given. Oh, we have a little bit of complaint about the homework situation. Online school is safer, but at what cost? I'll tell you at what cost. Licia, fam, Kamiki, do your homework. Read a book. Technically, you don't need anyone to learn stuff. Don't be such a dummy. It's like prisoners, you know, in school is like prisoners. We don't need no education. School is like prison. I think I'll just leave it there. You know, complaining for their rights. Oh, I dropped the bar of soap. I dropped the bar of soap and nobody wanted to touch me. Siri, read out loud.
Is there something else I can help with?
Siri, what is a stormtrooper?
Yes?
Read it out loud. Siri, read out loud the definition of stormtrooper. Gotta say everything.
Stormtroops means another term for shock troops.
That's it. Siri, have a good day.
Thank you. I hope you have a nice day as well.
Oh, that means so much to me. And Bucky's got a new nose. Everything's wonderful. I'm no longer stressed. Isn't that good for...
Reporting for duty, Commander. I need a weapon.
Watch out! Hang loose. Aloha. Whatever you do, don't forget, wear your mask. Good for you, good for me. Good for everyone that you see. Wear a mask. And
Here they come again.
hang loose, here they come again.
Trooper,